We have some questions.
Had questions coming this week. One is, when making jam, it gets foamy. I have heard adding a little butter will keep the foam down. Is there truth to this, since you are a multi-award winning canner?
If making freezer fridge jam, that's okay. Making shelf-stable jam, I wouldn't recommend it just because of that.
Shelf-stable meaning like in the water bath canner.
Right.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend it just because of that butter component.
Because it's a fat, and you are processing for shelf-stable longevity on it. And correct me if I'm wrong, it doesn't say it in the recipe that's certified, approved by the National Home for Food Preservation, bulk canning.
I've also discovered that when there's a recipe, you need to follow the order of operations. And every time I do that, then the foam doesn't typically occur. So
there may be a disconnect somewhere along the line.
So you have to add the ingredients as they say in the correct order.
All right. What plants should I not deadhead in order to leave the seeds for the birds this fall?
So many of the ornamental grasses, sunflowers, coneflowers, the daisy kind of looking flowers with the flat things and then the petals coming out of them, I guess is what you want to call them.
There's things you don't want to deadhead because it will affect the growth of next spring too, but these are
you want
just
to do your research. So black-eyed Susan, cosmos, zinnias, coreopsis, marigolds, asters, snapdragons, and then goldenrod. There's a lot of goldenrods around our area. Yeah, so those are some. So those are the perennials and annuals that produce seed heads for those birds to enjoy.
Okay, is fall the best time to feed your lawn, and what do I use if that is the time to do such?
Yep, fall is the best time to feed your lawn, and what you would do is you do it now, and then you're going to do it right before the first expected hard freeze.
Okay.
And you feed it with something that's high in nitrogen. So if you're looking at the bag of fertilizer, lawn feed, you can just go to your local garden center and ask what to feed your lawn with.
Now, the nitrogen, that's the first number on your fertilizer bag. There are organic versions and there are chemical versions. So you have to figure out what you feel is best for your area and what you are required, because it's when feeding your lawn, it's not one fixes all.
No, but you want to feed in the fall. That's ideal, and you want to try to do it twice before the first hard freeze.
Wendy drops us a line in our Facebook page inbox, and you can go to Facebook and search The Wisconsin Vegetable Gardener and find us right there, and all of our content, in-studio videos, podcast, everything there. She is in Waukesha County, for those of you who are not aware of that location. It's just outside of the Milwaukee area. And her question's about peppers. All of our peppers are still green. We've got one or two ripe ones about 2 weeks ago, but the rest are not ripening. Should I leave them on the vine or pick them green at this point? Low temperatures are supposed to be in the 40s coming up. Well, she is right about the green peppers. A green pepper is an unripened pepper. Society has taught us that a green pepper is a green pepper. Well, what you can do, Wendy, is go ahead and pick those peppers now, even though they're green. Bring them inside, set them on a counter, on a shelf, somewhere out of direct sunlight, out of direct heat, and over a course of about 2 weeks, those peppers will magically, but there's science behind it, they will ripen. They will change pigment to a red or a yellow or an orange color, and they will be just as sweet as if you left them on the vine. If we can leave peppers on the vine in those in the warmer climates or during the summer months, leave them on the vine. They will ripen and it will work very well. But yeah, bring them inside, ripen them. They'll be just fine. Kay writes in on our Twitter page and wants to know, I have a lot of tomatoes, but the plants are all dead and there's no leaves on the plants. The plants are in a bag covered with about 2 to 3 inches of cocoa mulch. Maybe I should have used cedar mulch this year, plan to next year. Any advice? Well, yes, for early blight, that is the soil splashing up on the leaves that will progressively work up the plant and kill the leaves off, and by the end of the season you have a stalk with tomatoes and no leaves. You don't want to use cedar you don't want to use any wood chips unless you're going to like a back to Eden garden method. The reason being is in a traditional garden or raised bed, wood chips sit there, take a very long time to break down, and at some point you're probably going to till the soil or maneuver the soil around, and those wood chips will get buried in the soil, and they do take a certain percentage of nitrogen out of the soil, and it depletes that available nitrogen for your plants in which you are growing. So recommendations are just good straw, chemical-free, seed-free grass clippings, leaves. You can always stockpile leaves in a shed, barn, in bags to use that. But yes, straw works as well. And try to avoid using wood chips. That's not really the best means in order for mulch when it comes to a garden.
For more information, please visit thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com.